Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, March 16th, 2023. A man accused of attempted murder is moving forward with the trial despite delays and a plea deal from the prosecution. Here with more is online news editor Robert Hayden.
The trial of Pejman Elahi has been pushed back to early April after the defense says they would like more time to prepare for the trial. Elahi was arrested in November of 2022 after being wanted in a shooting that left a victim with 3 gunshot wounds. The resulting search for Elahi put the nearby Palm Vista Elementary School on lockdown out of precaution. Sheriff's deputies were able to find Elahi using helicopters and ground units, and a search of his home near the elementary school found drugs and weapons, resulting in additional charges for the convicted felon on top of the charges of attempted murder and assault with a firearm. The jury trial was slated to start yesterday, March 15th. In a pre-trial hearing, Judge Melissa Rodriguez discussed an offer of 25 years from the prosecuting district attorney, a significant reduction from the 70 years to life that Elahi could be facing if the case goes to trial. Elahi dismissed the offer, and his defense said they'd be using the extra time to prepare responses to the prosecution's recent discovery of witnesses, as well as Elahi's prior crimes in Arizona. The new jury trial is set for April 4th, and the district attorney says that the state's offer of 25 years will remain on the table until March 30th. A request by the defense to lower bail was denied, which remains at $1.2 million. You can see this story on our website for our previous reporting on Elahi, along with a full rundown of the charges against him. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
Last night, the Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors held its regular meeting at Covington Park's multi-purpose room. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has this recap for us today.
Covington Park's multi-purpose room overflowed to standing room only last night, with over 100 Morongo Valley residents in attendance. A large contingent wearing t-shirts with the phrase, "Resign Now," directed at the newest 3 board members who have sparked distrust, making recent meetings particularly embattled. For full transparency, board members invited Samuel Martinez, executive officer for San Bernardino's LAFCO, to give a detailed presentation of what LAFCO is and the effect on Morongo Valley residents. When one resident asked if there's danger of Morongo Valley becoming incorporated and if board members could push that through without consent of residents, Martinez assured, quote, "Any type of formation goes to the voters of the area," unquote, debunking recent rumors. Vice President Whitney concurred, quote, "Guys, there's no way this place is ever going to incorporate. We're doing everything in our power to make our fire department as solvent and healthy as possible. A police department on top of that? Never going to happen," unquote. A new action item was brought forth to present to Fire Chief Brakebill with a proclamation from the district for his past accomplishments related to his duty as fire chief. With Brakebill also the general manager of the district, suspicions rose why the proclamation was for his fire chief duties and not his general manager duties. Addressing past rumors, board members planned to fire him as general manager. Vice President Whitney made a motion to add general manager to Brakebill's fire chief proclamation, approved by Brakebill, which board members voted in favor 4-1. Due to the turbulent and circular nature of the 4.5-hour meeting, President Henning adjourned the meeting at approximately 10:30 p.m. to be rescheduled tonight at 6 p.m., where the remaining agenda items plan to be addressed. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
Last night in Joshua Tree, directors at the Joshua Basin Water District made tearful tributes to late director Barbara Delph and discussed how to fill the board seat her death leaves open. Reporter Mike Lipsitz joins us with details from last night's meeting.
The Water District's open director seat will be filled by board appointment. That was the decision made last night. The only other options were to hold a very costly special election in November or take no action, in which case county supervisors would appoint the new director. Plans are for the board to interview qualified applicants at the regular April 19 meeting. The successful applicant must be a registered voter who resides in the Water District's Division 2. More information and an application will be posted at jbwd.com in the coming days. Completed applications must be submitted to the Water District by April 6. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
A man was arrested on suspicion of committing $30,000 worth of vandalism to the 29 Palms Community Center. Yesterday morning at around 7:50 a.m., County Sheriff's Deputy L. Gonzalez responded to a report of vandalism at the 29 Palms Community Center located at 6547 Freedom Way. According to sheriff's deputies, video surveillance showed a suspect identified as Charles Rush, a 28-year-old resident of 29 Palms, approaching the building at 11 p.m. on Tuesday and removing rain chains running from the roof to cement posts in the ground. Deputies say that Rush also damaged outdoor lights and light switches and a security camera, damage with a total estimated repair cost of $30,000. At approximately 10:13 a.m. yesterday, Deputy Gonzalez observed Rush walking in the area of Mesquite Avenue and Gorgonio Drive. Charles Rush was arrested on suspicion of vandalism and a parole violation and booked into the Morongo Basin Jail, where he is being held without bail. The 29 Palms Community Center will be closed all next week for scheduled improvements beginning Monday, March 20th. The closure, which was planned for and announced prior to the recent vandalism to the outside of the property, will allow the city's Parks and Recreations Department to install permanent bleachers at the facility. The community center will also host the city's youth basketball tournament during the closure. The 29 Palms Community Center is scheduled to reopen with its normal hours on Monday, March 27th. The 29 Palms Tourism Business Improvement District meets in regular session this afternoon to discuss event sponsorship proposals and the renewal of the California Welcome Center campaign. The board will also consider the feasibility of altering the legal status of the Business Improvement District to increase the organization's reach within 29 Palms. The public meeting begins today at 3:30 p.m. at 6136 Adobe Road in 29 Palms. On the heels of the Peter Pan original play, Peter and the Starcatcher, Theater 29 will be auditioning their spring musical. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas tells you how to get in on the Disney fun with My Son Pinocchio.
Theater 29 will be holding auditions for Disney's My Son Pinocchio Monday, March 20th at 6 p.m. at Theater 29. The show is the musical story of Pinocchio as told by the old puppeteer who created him, Geppetto. It takes up where Pinocchio ends after Geppetto's wish for a wheel boy had been granted. The musical features an original score by Stephen Schwartz, the Grammy Award-winning composer of Wicked, and includes such songs as When You Wish Upon a Star and I've Got No Strings. The show is helmed by artistic director Gary Daigneault, musical director Bianca Stoker, and choreographer Lisa Goldberg. Auditions are open for both adult and youth roles. Details are available at theater29.org/auditions. My Son Pinocchio will play May 12th through 28th. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
Interdisciplinary artist, arts organizer, performer, and innovator Elena Yu of Joshua Tree will be the guest on the Z107.7 Up Close show with Gary Daigneault tomorrow. From her involvement with high desert test sites to artist residencies and organizing, Yu has had a remarkable effect on the arts in our high desert. Yu will highlight her involvement and plans on the Z107.7 Up Close show, which you can hear live at 10 a.m. tomorrow or as a podcast on Z107.7fm.com, which will be released later on Friday. The Copper Mountain College Howl Writing Workshop continues tomorrow, with local author Michael G. Vale facilitating the class. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart has further details on this free event open to all writers in the community.
Local author Michael G. Vale will be leading the Howl Writing Workshop this Friday on the CMC campus in Room 101 from 2 to 4 p.m. Vale is the author of The Salvation of San Juan Cajon, a novel about the desperate struggle to construct a new high school in a poverty-stricken urban community, and High Desert Elegy, a collection of stories and poems. His writing has appeared in several literary anthologies, including Choya Needles and Howl. Vale's workshop's purpose is threefold: to spread the word that Howl is accepting stories and poems for its 2023 edition, to help local writers sharpen their skills, and to give these writers an opportunity to present their work to others. Vale says, quote, "I hope to convince those at the workshop that the best writing is personal, that they can be inspired to write by the things they see all around them every day, that writing is not only an art but a craft, and like all craft, it's based on learned skills and techniques," unquote. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
And finally, the 29 Palms High School Wildcat swim team traveled to Coachella Valley High School on Wednesday for their first swim meet of the 2023 Desert Valley League season. On the team are 10 swimmers, 7 girls, who won 77-44, winning 8 of the 11 events, and 3 boys, who lost 24-77, winning 3 of the 11 events. The 29 Palms swim team does not have a pool in which to practice, so the team's swimmers rely on dry land training and practice on their own at nearby facilities. The team's next meet is at Desert Hot Springs High School on Wednesday. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.